Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much once again for dropping on by where we chop it up about life discussions, about relatable topics, and we just dig a little bit deeper into, what we're going to be talking about for each video. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I absolutely appreciate it. And let's get into this video. We are going to be talking about mental strength. And yeah, but before we even get into the topic, let's take a look at our sponsor. My brand new book, The Hush Language Mental Health Journal, Youth Edition. Let me tell you something. This book, you want to get you a copy if you have a young person in your life, whether it's your child or you have a friend who has a child. If they are a teenager or a preteen, all the way from 12 to 19 years old, this book helps them deal with those topics of depression, anxiety, suicide, peer pressure, bullying, confidence, self-esteem, love, all of those topics that youth go through, and we seem to overlook them as adults because we figure they don't have problems until they pay a bill. But let me tell you something, they do have problems because I was a teen once, I was a youth once, and so were you. And so if we can just go back to how it was when we had to deal with things and our parents or um, guardians didn't really pay attention, or I'm not going to say care because we do care about our children, but they didn't put a lot of attention towards those problems, then you know how a lot of youth feel. And plus, it is 10 times worse today. And so, copy a copy of the book. Your support is greatly appreciated. The link will be down below in the description box and as a pinned comment. My website, thedreaminkhouse.com. Use code YAY10, that's YAY, for 10% off of your purchase. Now, let's get into the topic of this video: mental strength. Mental strength. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Now, every day, every week, I try to figure out what is it that's on my heart that I want to talk about, that I want to share. And it's always dealing with some type of mental situation, some type of scenario where I've overcome, some lesson, words of encouragement, whatever it is. And today it's no different. So we are talking about mental strength because as you get older and you go through life, this is something that you're going to have to face. Um, if you're younger, if you're a teenager or a preteen or whatever, and you're watching this video, or you have a child that is younger, then you know that children rely on their parents or their guardians to protect them. They rely on their parents or guardians to keep them safe, to get them what they need and sometimes what they want, and just, protect their overall being, their overall mental being. And that is a parent's job, to make sure that their child is well rounded, well grounded, well taken care of, fully supported, so that as they grow up and become an adult, they can go into the world not so much with ease, because in this world it's just for the most part not gonna happen, but go into the world with some sense of being and some sense of knowing what their next step is, and knowing that they have a support system with their family, with their guardians, their parents, etc. But what happens when you don't have any of that as a child? When you don't have the safeguard of a parent or the safeguard of a guardian, when you don't have stability in your life, you don't have one set place to call home. You're moving around, bouncing from pillar to post, don't know where you're going to lay your head down the next night, don't know what you're going to eat the next day. Um, just the people in your life are inconsistent. You may be homeless, you may be on the street, whatever it is that you may be dealing with and going through. Trust me, I've been there. My upbringing was not stable. I went through a lot. I've been through a lot as a child that no child should have to go through. And I know that I'm not the only one. Um, which saddens me to know that there are other people in the world that have endured what I endured, and probably a lot worse, and so that saddens me and breaks my heart. But to know that you're not alone in this journey really brings comfort to say, okay, you are not alone. There are many people that have gone through this, right? And so, because a child relies on all of those things from their parent or guardian, um, it gives them an opportunity to be taught. So as they get older, they're well aware uh, they're able to withstand some of the things or some of the attacks that may come their way. Um, and then some people have the family and the guardians and all of that greatness, right? But they don't feel safe or protected, or maybe it's a toxic environment. Um, Either way, either scenario, you pick and choose in this video which scenario you are. Either you have it or you don't. Whatever that scenario is for you or looks like for you, we all, at some point, as we get older and we grow out of the protection of our guardians and parents, or we just, grow up without having all of that, we are faced with um, having to grow the mental strength, having to withstand and endure a lot of things in our lives that will fight us to the end. And so, one thing that I can say with dealing with mental strength, or really evolving with mental strength that has helped me, because I was just so lost. I was really lost. But what helped me was, number one, removing the toxic people out of my life. It took some doing, it took some time, and it took a lot of tears shed. But I began to remove certain people out of my life that were not good for me, that were toxic, that were users and abusers, and also the people around me that tried to intimidate me, tried to do or say things that really put me in a negative position where I really doubted my being. Um, just thinking about that, right? And so I had to really remove myself from those situations because I believe that it is necessary. It is necessary to do that. Once you remove those toxic people out of your life, then you need to only allow the people that are going to lift you up and to encourage you to move forward in your life, and encourage you with the resources in your life, right? Then what helped me after that is removing toxic people, only allowing people who encourage me in my life. And then the third one is that I looked for resources to really build my mental strength, which, for example, at the local community college, sometimes they have free seminars, free things that they bring in speakers to talk to you about confidence and self-esteem. And for the most part, some of them you don't even have to be a student. You can just register on the website, but it will take some research on your end or Googling on your end to really locate these type of resources or programs. And if it's not a community college, maybe it's an organization within your community that could really, that has resources or free available resources for you, right? And so I would go to a lot of these um, talks on the community college campus for free. I was a student, that was helpful, but I believe a lot of people that weren't a student came. Um, I would just go anytime there were opportunities, anytime speakers were brought in that talked about different topics, whether it's self-esteem, confidence, whether it's business. They talked about having like a business series at my local community college that really talked about different things on how to conduct yourself and just business ethics and whatever. And that helped to build my mental strength, because when you go out into the real world, into corporate America, you're going to be faced, trust me, you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges and a lot of people that are just, it seems like they're attacking you for no reason. And you got to learn how to deal with it a certain type of way. You can't bring street life into corporate America, because that's gonna get you out real quick, right? And so, building mental strength really takes a lot of effort on your part to really discover where you're at in your life, what you need to do, what do you need, and what that in between looks like. Okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to be, and this in between right here, this in between of all this goodness, this is what I need, X, Y, and Z. And how can I get there? And that's where your research begins. That's where your Googleations begin, right? You begin to Google, you begin to look up different things. Okay, well, my confidence is a little low. Let me see if I can Google any free organizations in my community or free events in my community that talks about confidence or self-esteem building. Um, Let me see if any of my local community colleges or universities have anything free that I can attend that talks about confidence or self-esteem building, right? Um, my business structure or my business knowledge is a little low, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So let me Google, are there any free conferences, business conferences, free events that I can attend to help me build my knowledge and connect with more people within that realm to really give me a little bit better sense of confidence, right? So it just takes a little bit of research and a little bit of Googling. And trust me, you will find different resources, especially with business. Um, we have the Small Business Association, which I believe is a government program. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you can Google, and they have free events. Like, I still get emails to this day, free events that you can be a part of. Right now, I'm part of something that's a Renaissance Business group where they help small businesses throughout my county, and free events. Free events. I just attended one not too long ago about how to network on social media with your business, um, productivity, just all of those things. It was a virtual free event. I registered. They sent me the Zoom link, and I joined, and it really built my knowledge up. And in building my knowledge up, that helped to build my mental strength, because now I'm seeing more purpose. Now I'm saying, like, oh, I'm capable of doing this. So now I'm mentally becoming free in those areas to have a little bit more strength and knowledge. So if I'm ever faced with situations, I can really combat it with knowledge and information, and it becomes a way of life for me. And so building mental strength, like I said, no matter where you come from in life, no matter what type of upbringing you've had, whether you've had it or not, it's going to take effort on your end as you grow. Okay, it's going to take effort on your end. And so get to Googling, get to looking at resources. If you're still underage and you're in school still, go to your counselor on your school campus. Go to your, at most high schools have higher learning, like college departments to help prepare you for college, or some have self-esteem building, um, social classes or whatever. You just have to look on your website and see what's available, see what committees or groups are available. Talk to your counselor, talk to your principal, talk if you have a guardian or a parent in your life, talk to them. If you have someone that just loves you that's in your life, talk to them. Like, I have people, I don't have children, but I have people who ask me questions, and I, do not mind sharing the information that I know and that I'm able to share, or that I can share. So, and again, and if you are over age, like 18 and over, and you're grown and you are older, um, Google, Google, get out there, connect with people. Trust me, I'm an introvert, and so sometimes it can be a very difficult thing for me to do, but I force myself, I push myself, because I know that I'm capable of doing everything that is inside of me. And so building my mental strength is very important. Protecting your peace, right? Building your mental strength, protecting your peace, and making sure that nobody is tearing that down for you, okay? Because you control it and you have the power. And so that is my topic today. That is my video today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We did make it past the 10-minute mark. We're at 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes, but that's okay. I think this was a good conversation. This is a good chop up session. You know what I mean? So it's okay. We're all about building and growth here over on my channel. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, if you haven't done so already, check out my brand new book, The Hush Language of Mental. I Can Never Do This. Look, where is that? The Hush Language of Mental Health Journal Youth Edition. Check it out. Link will be down below. Use code YAY10. That's YAY10 for 10% off of your purchase. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Have an awesome, wonderful day. You guys rock. Come on, let's build our mental strength together. Let's keep it up. Let's climb and maintain. We got this. We got it. You guys have an awesome day.